just have a couple of questions. On Thursday, when I saw you at the presser, I asked you if you think that signing Mads Burnell was something that people slept on because he's an amazing talent. What do you think about this performance tonight?
I mean, listen, I think that, like I said, one of the main reasons why we're here is to look for fighters like this, right? So, at the end of the day, this is a business about athletes, right? And whether you're in Asia or you're in America or you're anywhere in Europe, this is a business about fighters, and that's the kind of fighter we want. So, to me, I look forward to his next fight, maybe sooner than later. Because in the United States, we're still doing maybe 20 shows a year. So throughout Europe, we do 8 to 10. But we'll take these fighters and we'll fight them in America and keep them busy and keep them training and going and building their MMA stats up and basically getting the experience that they need. But honestly, some of these guys I saw tonight, I felt like they're ready to go. I was surprised. Honestly, I was a little surprised. Like, they're ready to go. They have, better ground skills and escape from the ground than I thought. Because I always think of France as a kickboxing, country before. So I didn't know what the MMA was going to be like here. But some of these guys already have 8 to 10 fights. So it's up to us as an organization to pick the fighters, start traveling to the U.S., get the experience and get the knowledge, and then come back here and keep growing their careers. Because this will be a game changer for them. For some of them that are successful, they'll make a lot of money. I can't tell you exactly how much money, but they'll make a lot of money. I mean, last year we spent, I want to say, in purses alone, not travel, production, staff, in purses alone, we spent $35 million in fighters. So this is a real business for them, too.
And so, I expect Mads to do very well, but that's only my opinion. So he said he's up to fight earlier next year.
Okay.
And as you mentioned kickboxing, and you're right that people often say that in France there is no combat for history. It's crazy. In kickboxing, we've been awesome. We've been the best Muay Thai foreign fighters in Thailand. Always been French. Mm-hmm. And so you did a lot of kickboxing with Bellator, like Bellator kickboxing and MMA.
Yes.
Do you think it's something that could happen one day, like in Marseille, maybe to have like some kickboxing fight and MMA fight?
Well, did you see the cage and the ring ever come down?
Yeah, with the box, yeah, everything. Yeah.
So that's the reason why we did it. We did it specifically for Europe because Europe has such great kickboxing, I think that you'll see in the future a show where maybe it's part kickboxing and part MMA because there's such talent here in kickboxing. And I love kickboxing. As a fan, I love to watch it, and to me they're great athletes. And the mixed martial artists and combat sports that we do, they're the best athletes in the world, in my opinion. They have to do so many different disciplines.
I was going to ask you a question about Cedric Gloubet, the Glory welterweight champion of the world. But I guess it's still a bit early to talk about contact because he's still with Glory.
Yeah.
But it's someone for sure we think to draw the market would be huge to have someone like him.
Yeah, I mean, this is how I feel. Look, if they're a free agent, please call me.
Otherwise,
if they're not a free agent, I don't want to end up in a legal situation. But if they're free, give us a call.
And just last question, the Cyborg fight, which is next week.
Yes, Thursday.
It's back in the States, yes. Right? So no audience.
No audience.
What does it take place?
It's placed. All of our fights are at the Mohegan Sun Casino Arena. So it's a smaller version of Bercy. I think this holds 18,000.
Yeah.
So it holds 12,000, right? But what we did was we built a little stage and a sound set inside this arena. So it doesn't make sense to have the whole arena because there's no fans allowed. So we built I think a very good set design, but it's like a film sound stage, like movie sound stage, and we do the fights there, no audience, and it is the new normal, right? It's the new normal of today. But to see Cyborg fight in a no audience environment, it's going to be a little bit different, for her, and I think for us, it's just because every time she fought for us once in January, and I think we had 12,000 people in LA, so it's just different.
You signed her with Strikeforce years ago, right?
Yeah.
So it's a long time relationship.
Let me tell you, Strikeforce was like my baby, and I loved it. And the one thing that I felt like we're really good at is star identifiers, star builders. So we go into markets like this, countries like this, we start looking for the talent. And then we say, okay, this is a good fit for us. This is a good fit for us, and then we start building them, right? And in Strikeforce, think about the talent that we had there, that we built. Not fighters that came in like Nick Diaz and some of the fighters that came in later, Robbie Lawler, Alistair Overeem. They already had fights. Let's be real. But we found Tyron Woodley from 0 fights. Found Ronda Rousey from 0 fights. We discovered Luke Rockhold, 0 fights. Daniel Cormier, 0 fights. Even Cain Velasquez had his first fight with us.
Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, and Masvidal. Amanda Nunes, Cyborg. I mean, it's, this is something that we know. Yeah, this is something that we know. This is a business. This is my 35th year in this business, right? In martial arts fight combat business. And this is something I know very well. And I think that the same application we had in Strikeforce, we're doing now. In the United States, we developed some young fighters like AJ McKee, Darren Caldwell. We looked in the wrestling community, the kickboxing community, the judo, jiu-jitsu community. We started finding all these, stars or talent, and then I call them blue chip prospects. Just like Khabib's cousin, Usman. We just signed him. We think he's going to be a tremendous talent. And, he's a guy that has 11-0 record already. But we think we're going to, with the TV exposure we have and the worldwide fighting, we're going to make him a big star. But, I think that's something we're really good at, is star identification, star building. And, I think the proof is already, in the fighters that we've developed and the new fighters that we're signing now. We just signed maybe 10 of the top prospects, I want to say in North America and Europe. Let's say not Europe, but the UK and parts of Ireland. And we just signed 10 of the top prospects, including this one, that we just signed maybe in the last 6 weeks. So we're developing the next group of fighters right now. And I'm excited about those guys. And a couple of guys I saw tonight, I think I'm really, really excited. Jetty has a lot of power,
very good, yeah.
good speed, a lot of power, and he's built like, a real fighter. So I think he has some potential.
Thank you very much. Oh, just another side. I come from boxing,
Okay.
and I became a MMA fan because of Strikeforce. So thank you very much.
It was something I loved it, and the history behind it, and really it was something that was part of my life that was like a magic moment for me. Really we're in business from 06 to 2011, but we did a lot of good work, and we're going to continue that work in Bellator.
Thank you very much.